Good day, viewers. You are welcome once again to your favorite program, our favorite program, The Conversation, coming to you from TV 360 here in Lagos, Nigeria. My name is Nelson Ekujumi, and I have with me in the studio Peter Cleaver. Peter, you are welcome to the program.
Thank you very much.
As we speak, I hope the civil society organizations, the market women and men, the small-scale industries, or even organized labor, they have a right to come forward with that. And, you know, that is the beauty of democracy, that the society belongs to us. And like we always say, while the minority will have their say, the majority will have their way. That the governors have come up with their own position today does not mean that is what we'll run with. For example, the bill was an executive bill from the executive, and it is still undergoing legislative process. So as the days go by, one expects other segment of the society to start putting, their papers together in order to for us to have a clearer picture of what the thinking of the average Nigerian mind is, or what is their own input, because this bill is about the people. So the people must have a voice in it, and I hope that the people won't shy away from doing that.
Thank you very much. Tax is about the people, like you said. It's a policy of government that could be seen differently depending on where you are on any issue.
Yeah.
So the tax reform bill as submitted on 3rd of October last year, 2024, by the president was about improving the tax system to
and
ensure
even harmonizing
harmonize the various
Yes.
taxes we have been burdened with
Yes.
in the country, and maybe make it much more people friendly. I
Absolutely.
think that's the intention of the government in drafting that bill. And one of the provisions of the bill is that companies, with
I think
50
50 million turnover
annually and below
Yeah.
are exempted from paying income taxes.
Yes.
And this should be laudable.
And even individuals earning below a million naira.
In economies, taxes, really, they really affect how the people see government spending and all this, because the more the taxes, it is expected that the less prosperous the people are. So
Absolutely.
this tax reform bill was about harmonizing the tax system, making it much more operable to ensure that maybe the rich pays more and the poor pays less. That is the intention.
That's the tenet of progressive taxation.
Sure.
Yes.
That is the intention of the tax reform bill, and to make it very, very comfortable with the people. But unfortunately, because of the diverse makeup of the Nigerian society, we have seen a lot of controversies built into the tax reform bill.
Absolutely.
Which had to do with maybe regional proclivities and all the rest. But then the issue is that the North have been particularly against the tax reform bills, because they made the allegation that it will favor some areas, or let me say some states in the South, more than it will favor them. But unfortunately, they have not in details spelled out what they meant by that. And I think maybe those controversies were the reasons why the tax reform bill had been a bit stalled. While
no, it has not been stalled.
Yes, what I mean by being stalled is that given the speed with which the bill was progressing, it would have gone further now. But because of the sentiments they raised against it, there have been controversies here and there. And it is delighting to know that maybe in recent times there have been some recant of some of the people in the North who oppose this bill. And the general thing was that, we are not well informed about the provisions of the bill. That means they just reacted offhand. When they saw the bill, they just went out, it will be against the North, without telling us how it will be against the North or how it will favor the South. So, but I think maybe with a better study or knowledge of the contents of the bill, they have come to the fact that, this bill might not be what we thought it will be, and which is very, very commendable.
And Peter, for me, I think this bill has also exposed some things about our democracy. If somebody is in a position of authority, if
Yeah.
you represent the people,
Yeah.
I think it is only logical. If you want to take a position on what affects the people, I think it is only logical for you to take the contents of the bill and go and discuss it with your people. Don't assume that authority on you, because when we say the northern leaders from the north
Yeah.
are against the bill,
Yeah.
yes, but they are being against the bill. Is it because of the interest of the ordinary man on the street? Absolutely not.
That's what I've earlier said. Even in their opposition to the bill, they have not come out
Yes.
with specific details.
Details.
This is how the bill will harm us.
and the only-
This is how the bill will harm.
the only-
They have not come out.
The only,
you know,
the only person I appreciated most
yeah,
for coming out to tell us how the bill affects him negatively from
Yeah.
his own analysis
Yeah.
was the governor of
Borno.
Nasarawa State,
Okay.
Abdullahi Sule,
Sule, yeah.
who said his state's revenue
Yeah.
is generated about 70%
Yeah.
from VAT, but with the new formula now,
Yeah.
that his states will generate less.
Okay.
I was thoroughly disappointed in Babagana Zulu, because
Yeah.
as I expected that that governor must be an intellectual.
Yeah.
And when you are an intellectual, when you discuss issues,
Yeah.
you should discuss it from the intellectual prism.
He has recently come out to say that he was misinformed about the
Can you
bill.
imagine?
So
So he couldn't take the pains to take the bill and study it all.
the bottom line is that, see, the way we react to issues in this country, because of the multifarious nature of the ethnic makeup of this country, we try to build ethnic reasoning, ethnic meaning
Primordial sentiments.
sentiments into everything that comes up. I think that was what happened with this tax reform bill. There was that overwhelming primordial sentiments that were mobilized against the bill from the north without even knowing
Even
the
studying
contents of
it.
the bill or even studying it. And I think that now they have really got to be aware of the contents. I think they are recanting, and which is very, very good. And at the end of the day, it will help the passage of the bill. We only just pray that at the implementation level, it will be as smooth as ever, so that there will be some noticeable improvements in the tax regime, which will definitely water down on the people at the end of the day.
Yes, yeah. One is optimistic about that, because one recognizes that one of the purpose of the bill is to harmonize
The
the
tax
various
system,
taxes that
yes.
because
Yes.
those taxes are part of the reasons
Sure.
why a lot of businesses don't
crumble.
survive.
Yes,
a
they
lot of
crumble
them
because
exit.
multiple taxation
This one
by
tax,
different
agencies,
bodies, organizations,
yes,
agencies, and all the this thing. Honestly, it hasn't been
So when
easy.
the businessman knows that
Yeah,
I'm going into an environment, I
Yeah.
can predict how much I'll pay,
I will
as
pay
taxes.
as tax. Yeah.
Then the man will be rest assured to come and invest his money.
Sure.
Also,
sure.
you talk about the people on the streets.
Yeah.
The taxes, the reform bill is meant to ensure that they have more money in their pockets.
Yeah, by not paying,
By not
maybe
paying-
being exempted from
being
paying
exempted.
taxes, you know, because they belong to a lower
Yes, and the beauty of
income
it also
range.
is that
Yeah.
some categories of items
Yeah.
are also exempted. It means the prices
Like
food and medicine. Yes.
and some
So,
other ancillary
you know, the essence of
services.
the bill, if anybody takes the time
Yeah.
to read it,
Yeah.
if you have any misgivings,
Sure.
I think it's appropriate for you to highlight it.
Oh,
And
definitely. That's
suggest
what we are saying.
how we can get out of
you
the
know,
box.
unlike blanket condemnation
Yes,
based
blanket-
on your perceived feeling
Yes.
of how the bill will work, even when you have not seen the bill.
You know,
That is
I
the
always,
issue.
I
Yeah.
always tell people that no society is run on sentiments.
Sure,
Society is run on the basis of facts and data.
of course.
Because when you have data, you can be able to plan.
Of
But if
course.
it is emotions,
Sure.
I can wake up today and my emotion is right.
Of course.
Tomorrow, if my emotion is the other way, everything will crumble.
Definitely.
So one
Yeah.
hopes that
Let's say we are hoping that the bill will be passed as soon as possible.
No, they're still going for a public hearing.
Yes, and we also hope that at the implementation level, it will achieve the desired result. The stated result. Because at the end of the day, all these, it will be worth all the controversies and all the trouble that are gone into the process of enacting
and
the
again,
bill.
you know, for me, I think those controversies were even better.
Yeah, sure.
Because it now made a lot of people to want to
know the contents
of the bill.
The bill.
I think it is democracy at work. I think we must commend ourselves, even those that have disagreed with it and have come to say, I didn't know this was there.
Yeah.
That tells you that next time,
you
shouldn't jump the gun.
Of course.
Well, thank you very much, Peter, for this submission on the program on this particular issue. Well, ladies and gentlemen, we want to go on a short break. That has been our take on the tax reform bill. We'll be right back on the conversation, coming to you from TV 360 here in Lagos. Please stay tuned. We'll be right back.